Welcome to the StockMatter.com. Currently located in not Las Vegas. Now I'm in San Bernardino, California. And wow, is the weather beautiful out here. Anybody in the Midwest that isn't experiencing, I don't know, 80, 82 degrees, hardly any wind, beautiful green grass, you're really missing out. It is gorgeous out here today. So I'm in the hotel room, got the door open, so if you hear some traffic noises in the background, that's just to add to the ambiance of what's going on. But I'm loving it out here. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Okay, so what a week. Love the new laptops. Working great. Everything seems fine. I like the internet connection in this new place we're at. That seems to be working fine. Been on the road, back and forth. Haven't gotten to many emails, so I'm sorry to those of you that have written. I will get back to you probably tonight. And I should be back on schedule with my videos coming into the rest of the week. So tomorrow, I think we leave here right around market close. So I'm going to do my video early tomorrow. So I'll have the video out before market closes tomorrow. All right, let's break into it. What do we see today? Well, as you can tell here by the chart, you know what? I should really go back to the Dow. Let's start with the Dow. And here you can see the same thing happening on all of these. We got another move up above overhead resistance. It held, it came back up. What did it do? Retested this blue line here. That did hold and started its way back down. This just kind of looks at this time like a 1, 2, 3, maybe an A, B, C for those of you that are Elliotian type people. So we could see a little A, B, C, and then maybe, I don't know how you can make an A, B, C out of this, and then an A, B, C down, which would make it a larger A and a B and a C correction. So if this hammer proves to be true, we will see more upside left in this before we're done. However, markets did have quite a move to the downside. Look at this, coming all the way back, but not quite to or below my 10,825 mark that we've been watching. So even in my absence, the markets continue to work on and in between the more major levels of support resistance that we have been watching. Flipping over to the daily, you can see here where it didn't quite make it back to retest the blue line. Doesn't make a difference. We have broken it. It can at any time decide to move its way down, but still nowhere quite yet. Now, if we want to really look at this as maybe something larger, we can look at the volume and say, hey, volume's picking up. That's a good thing for the bears. But we have still not broken these larger levels that I keep talking about. Right down here about the 10,825, ultimately 10,800 now with this 20-day down here. I love watching that. I would keep a very close eye on that as well as we move forward. NASDAQ on a 60, putting in this big type of a hammer. Look at that thing. I mean, that is a huge tail down here. Managed to cut below the 50 period moving average, but not close below. It is below the 20 period, not below the 50 period, and still up above this 1975-ish area. So yes, we had slices below it. If you took short positions on it and are still short, okay, but anything back above 1985-ish or so on the NASDAQ, I'm out. I'd be out of it. Same thing tomorrow. We start to get any kind of a move tomorrow back to the upside, I probably wouldn't stay in the shorts. It's okay to keep trying, though. I know I'm going to be doing that. I will try a short position here probably tomorrow now that I'll have time to actually sit around and watch the markets for a while. NASDAQ not able, once again, to break that blue trend line we've been watching. Notice how we cut below it, only to come back and close above it. So this trend line is working beautifully for the NASDAQ, waiting for ultimately a close back below this 1975-ish area, down in here. 1960 should act as pretty strong support as well once it gets back down there, so any break below that could make for another shorting opportunity in the NASDAQ as well. From a weekly standpoint, look, we are done with Wednesday. 2 days left in the week. And, I don't know, flat. I mean, we're up a little bit, we're down a little bit. If this market continues in this downwardly pattern for the next 2 days, this candle will be all but changed by the end of the week, maybe putting in another little tiny doji sitting up here between what? My area of weekly resistance is 1960 to 1970. Let's see if we close below or at or above that particular level. on the close of Friday. Back to the SPX on the 60-minute. You can see it. Very common here. See this channel moving up, break above the channel, hold, and then come back down. Putting in a large hammer as well, so something broke, something not broke, I don't know. Hey, 7 points to the downside, wow. I mean, that's really something for the bears to cheer about. It is something. It did slice through this area, but that's okay. If we see another push to the downside, I'd really be tempted here on a push below 1175 to start looking at maybe some shorter term, or at least a short position. How long is it going to last? A day? I don't know. But if this Elliott ABC is done, we should have seen it here. This should be it. And this is maybe, I don't know, a 4 of a 5, or I don't know, whatever it is. The whole Elliott wave thing has been so messed up lately, it's not even worth watching. They just, you can keep guessing and keep guessing, and all the Elliott wave people out there are getting burned. So maybe this is it. We do see a larger pullback, but I'm going to wait for breaks and closes below 1175 to start calling out anything on that respect. Here we have a break of this blue line, moving sideways, moving back up, and this could have finished the next leg up, but we have no confirmation here. One red candle down means really nothing at this point. Yes, the volume came in on it, but so what? We see that all the time on these red candles where the volume gets higher, only to see the market move upwards. So we have not done anything outside of a sideways move at this point. It's just nothing to get excited about. So this could be another one of these little pullbacks that we've seen time and time again. I'd keep watching. Breaks below, as I said, 1175. On a daily standpoint, let it get below this 20-day. I think that would be one of the marks in the sand for me too from a swing standpoint. This blue line is intersecting now with this 20-day if I draw that blue line out. So below 1165-ish or so for you swing traders that are looking for a more conservative entry short. SPX on a weekly, it is Wednesday, but look at how this is starting to put in a potential reversal doji up here on the weekly. And that's what we've been looking for, or had expected to see maybe over the last couple of weeks. So we're finally, maybe to the start of one. That's only Wednesday. Got to wait for a close on Friday. The VIX is up. Woohoo. But bigger picture, hasn't gone anywhere. It's just up back above this green line. I mean, there's still no fear at all pouring into the markets. None whatsoever. So I would just keep this in the broader picture. Always keep the VIX in the bigger picture, and that is it's low. There's no fear here. We got to get back way up above 20 here for things to really start moving again, and it's anybody's guess when and if that'll happen. Apple was up $1 today, above 230.